Hello. Anyway, I started this thing up and moved it around to inspect some of this drivetrain for the first time, and it's got at least one new strut, new new frame, and new sway bar or lower control bars, and new steering link, and this flex line is in really good shape, and these rotors or these calipers are not flaky. Mine on all of them are all just total flaky, so I have an idea that these calipers might be really good. So I'm going to steal this control arm and the bolt, and these calipers and these flex lines, and this it's in park, and you can turn it because the other wheel turns the other way. Yeah, because I did have this shiny rust down here up on top. So anyway, these calipers are immaculate compared to all the other Cobalts in the yard. So, and that's in a lot better shape here. So anyway, I did the control arm bushing on that car in the garage long before I bought this. So I'll be switching that around and putting the good ones on the car. Later on, I'll have to put this car a little bit back together so I can stick it in the garage for later use. And it is incredibly hot here today. Like over 30, whatever that is in real temperature, but real hot. Hard to work out there in the sun. Water keeps running down my eyes. But anyway, thanks for all the comments on the wheel bearing thing. A little bit smarter today. Matter of fact, I'm enough smarter today. It's amazing I even survived yesterday. Like, that's how much I seem to be. My intelligence works overtime. But anyway, here, I'm not really convinced that actually leaks, because the transmission lines leaked so bad that they have the entire frame undercoated for quite a while. The bottom of the motor soaked, and it even leaked long enough that it melted that rubber on the bottom of the radiator and dropped the radiator down. So I unbolted it and put a new rubber there. So where that leaked for so long, and the oil going back, I think, anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my new struts on and those other control arms and my steering rack, and get this thing and my new rotors and those calipers, and get this thing running. And tonight I'm going uptown and get a couple quarts or liters of Dextron 6 and start this thing up and let it run for half an hour and check the level, which is a size 11 bolt on the side of the transmission down over that way. And I'm going to check it. But anyway, this axle does seep just a little bit, because it's not to a drip, just enough to put a little film on the axle. But it doesn't seem to have a drip. Kind of too bad that I managed to paint the rubbers yellow, but it comes right off. Like, I can scrape it off with my fingernail, and the rubbers, they're plenty hard, but they're nowhere near cracked. So anyway, the wheel bearings, the original wheel bearings, are the best quality you can have. All these aftermarket ones, even if you buy a $300 one, it's not as good as the original. The original are capable of lasting 300,000 or 400,000 miles. What happens is, if you don't replace your rotor or put anti-seize between that and the wheel bearing, and the rotor seizes on, if you have to hit this with a hammer to knock it off that, to put new ones on, you take out the wheel bearing. One swing of the hammer on that and there's your wheel bearing is gone. You have to really know what you're doing to knock those. If these rotors are stuck on there, you have to really know what you're doing to get them off without jarring those bearings. So, because on my other car, we had a rotor stuck on and we tapped on it and got it off and put a new rotor on it. And a week later, I was back in with roaring noises and we put a brand new wheel bearing in it. And then 5 years later, replaced that same wheel bearing because it just didn't last. And the one on the other side is still like brand new. Miles are not the things that kill these cars. Rust and lack of maintenance. Rust, Nova Scotia. But anyway, I moved these around. It was, I don't know if the air conditioner works in that car. It does have an air conditioner, but that thing, I started that up and turned it on, air conditioning. And I didn't roll the windows down because I don't like rolling windows down when they're dirty. That scratches them. So I left the windows up. I turned on the air conditioner and within a minute, it was like burr. Anyway, I drove around the yard a couple times before I turned it off. But if it's real hot anytime I want relief, I just grab the battery and stick it in that car and start it up. Because it goes down as low a temperature as you want it to go. And this car has air conditioning too. I don't know if it works. And this one does. My regular car doesn't. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you a heads up. Anyway, I think I'll clean up these wheels. I want them silver. And that paint comes off real easy. Just touch it with the paper. So I'm going to clean them up and paint them silver. Put them on. But anyway, yep, thanks a lot. See you later.